Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for ThePannersPan. And it is a good update. I'm excited about this one. Don't think all of this will be a huge surprise, but let's talk through the products that I was working on. I was working on 5 products linked to different panners that I enjoy watching. I really need to figure out a little bit more how to maybe bring in some Instagram panners here as well, because my main focus is YouTube, so I'm always kind of thinking about YouTube, but of course I am following panners on Instagram as well that I could move into these as well. But let's get started. Starting off with the product that has been in here for the longest time. I've been working on this for over 2 years in this project, and I think I already had some progress on it before even rolling it into this product, always mixing it up. But ta-da! It's empty, and it literally took me 2 more uses. No, that's actually not true. I've got it marked here. 1 more use and I finished it up. So I could have done that for my previous update, but I didn't. And now it took me 1 more use, a total of 261 uses this year, which probably means that it's taken me about 600 uses, if not more, to get through the whole thing, considering I've been working on it all of last year, as well as probably a little bit before that as well. But it's empty. This was in here for Laura from Laura Force, and it is rolling out. I finished off a highlighter, which has taken me forever, but that's okay. I did like the highlighter, so it hasn't been a chore to be working on it for that long. It's just, it's nicer to be able to show a bit more progress sometimes. But anyway, moving on to product number 2. This was in here from Emily from Emily and Max, as well as McGinnis Mama. She has 2 YouTube channels, one more beauty, one more everything else that she enjoys. This one I have used an additional 23 times over the last month, or at least 23 days. As you guys know, I just make a mark for every day I apply it, because I cannot keep track of how many times I apply it every day. It would be too much for me to make sure I actually have it correct. So brings me to a total of 279 uses on it since it's been in this project, and I'm calling this one done. It's the 29th today. We have a few more days left until kind of the 1st, when I try to film this normally, or kind of around that time anyway, the start of the new month. It has windowing throughout the whole thing. I really have to scrape the sides to still get something out, so I know if I'm wearing it a few more times today, tomorrow, and the day after, this will definitely be just done. The stopper has been out for a good bit already. And yeah, I'm rolling this one out because it is pretty much done. Then we have the Dejavous pigment from DaVinci Cosmetics. This one I actually forgot to properly line it up to even see if I made any noticeable enough progress on it. It's always so hard to get these things lined up properly. I should have done this before I started filming. I know. Yeah, kind of looking at it like this, I feel like I have not... No, actually, I think I can make a new mark. I'm gonna make a new mark and show you guys the close-up. Sorry to be having you watch me getting this straightened up for a bit. I have used this on my lids 2 or 3 times, kind of mixed in with a slightly darker shade as well. And I do want to try and do that more often, because I think doing that instead of just using it in my inner corner will mean I will be able to make some nicer progress on it as well. But yeah, we can finally make a new mark. That's very exciting. But we're still not even halfway with the product that was in here. That's okay though. I've used it another 22 times over the last month, bringing me to a total of 221 uses at the moment, and it's barely moved since, which is very encouraging. Then moving on to, oh, did I say this one was in for Alexandra Justin. I never really know how to pronounce it. She hasn't been making videos for a good while now. Alexandra, we miss you, come back. But yeah, like she moved, she's got horses to take care of now. She like renovating the house that they were living in, so it makes sense. Like this is something we do as a thing on the side because we enjoy it, and sometimes life just gets in the way. Then for Rebecca from Panning and Stuff, I rolled in a lip product because she, to me, is the queen of finishing off lip products. This is the Yves Saint Laurent lipstick in, I don't know what name because it's not properly on here. It's the Rouge Volupté line. It's very nice and creamy. But because we were nearing the end of the year and I still had a few products that I really wanted to kick out this year, I haven't really used it loads. I've used it once to be exact for a total of 18 uses. It's okay. I know that maybe in the next couple of months this won't be a full-on focus product for me either because of the shade. It's very like either nice weather or fall for me, and in like winter time I feel like I gravitate a little bit more towards like maybe more the reds as opposed to the oranges or the corally shades, but it's fine. I've used it 18 times in total right now. Won't be able to make a new mark from that one use, but hopefully in the next couple of months I will be able to make some nice progress on this. I won't have to focus on my Rimmel lip lacquer anymore, so that will definitely help me be able to make some nice progress on some other products, because that one just kept going and going and going. Then for concealers, or not for concealers, then for Steph from Steph Lyons, I rolled in this concealer because she and Lynn together did the panning in cream, Partners in Cream project. And this is the MAC Studio Fix 24-hour Smooth Wear Concealer. I have mine in the shade NW24, yep. And I keep making nice progress on this, like really, I don't know, the first time it felt like I didn't make any progress, and then like it just keeps moving up and down a little bit, like in the amount of progress, even though I basically use this the same amount every time. I use it a little bit on my chin and then on my under eyes, and maybe when I have something somewhere that I want to cover up, but like this is a reddish area, and then my under eyes are my under eyes, like everybody. So I used this one 23 times over the last month or so. Total of 106 uses on this guy so far, and I think it will be like about 3 more updates or something and I will have this one done. We'll see, but yeah, I like it. I might repurchase it when I finish it. We'll see. Then those were my 5 panners that I was working on, and right now I can roll into new panners, which I am very excited about. The first one is gonna be Jessica Lee, definitely one of the more well-known names in the panning community, I think. She and Amanda, if I'm correct, they created the Fantastic Ladies group together. There is so many different projects going on in there that you see popping up everywhere, but they were kind of the founders of this group. It's on Facebook, sadly enough. I don't have Facebook anymore, so I'm not really able to follow along, and there's so many projects going on that I'm trying to like get a bit more focus, so less product projects, so you don't see those Fantastic Ladies projects popping up in my feeds very often, but I still really like kind of that community aspect and the fact that they're so creative with the things that they come up with. So what I've decided to do is pick one of the projects from the Fantastic Ladies and come up with a product that I could link to that. Or to be honest, maybe I've done it the other way around. I decided which product I wanted to work on, and then I picked a project that would link to that, because they have so many that I will always be able to link a product to a project that they've been doing. So hopefully this is exciting to you guys as well. I'm rolling in my NYX Pigment in Yellow Gold, which I really need to start working on, and I thought, okay, let's just roll it in straight from the start of the year. The Fantastic Ladies has been doing the Let's Get Loose project last year. They might be doing it again this year. I'm not sure because I'm not part of that group because I don't have Facebook. But yeah, that was a project based around loose products, including pigments. So matches perfectly and still links to Jessica because of the Fantastic Ladies collab type project that it is. So rolling this one in, very excited to start working on this one again. I'm hoping I can like pair this with my palette in nice ways as well. This is definitely a nice just lid shade on its own as well. So I hope if I can just make sure to get a few uses in at the very least every month in the upcoming year. It will be done before the end of the year, maybe sooner. We'll see. So this one is rolling in for Jessica. Then I also wanted to roll in Elisabeth Christensen, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. She is Danish and she has been making videos for a good while as well. She has been, well, not really on a break. Like, I think she still wants to film, but of course she had her little one, Natalie, probably more than a year, yeah, more than a year ago now. And she really hasn't been able to get to filming as much anymore, sadly enough. But I always like watching her videos. And what I've decided to roll in for her is this Vice palette from Urban Decay, because I know she owns the same palette. I think she was thinking of doing this as a Panda palette last year as well, or this year. But again, having a little one, not putting on as much makeup anymore, I don't think she fully started that at any point. But we both have this palette, so I thought it would be a nice one, because when I'm using this, I do think of her sometimes, because I know she owns it too. So what I decided to do, because I don't really know what I want to pick from here, of course we're starting a new Panda palette, new Panda's eyeshadows and everything last year. This is not specifically Elisabeth, but I am going to randomize a shade in here that I want to hit pan on. So it's a bit Panda's eyeshadows as well. I have pan in 5 of the shades in here already, so there's 20 shades in here in total. So I'm gonna roll 1 to 15 and we're gonna see what we end up with. So pretty random app. Let's roll. If it's something that's too similar to my Panda palette or anything, I'm gonna roll something again, because I do want to be able to make some nice progress on this. But we rolled shade number 10 out of the 15 that I had pan on. I'm gonna start counting from here because I'm holding it upside down, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one has pan, this one has pan. 5, this one has pan. 6, this one has pan. This one has pan. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let's see what type of shade that is. I feel like it's a taupey kind of shade. I don't think I have anything in any projects right now that would be similar to this. It's a bit more of a metallic-y, like sheeny type of shade as well. I think I can work with this and at least get a few uses in on it every time before I update again. So we're gonna stick with that one for Elisabeth. And yeah, that is it for now. Progress-wise, I want to make sure I use this one at least like more than one time, but I think now that I've rolled out the other pigmented lip products, I should be able to get a bit more use out of that one. I will hopefully make some nice progress on the concealer as well, and I do want to use this on my lid a few times more, so maybe I can actually make some progress. Also, we're starting to get past the halfway point of like the round pan, whatever you want to call it, so it might start moving a little bit quicker. So yeah, the eye products I just want to like make some nice progress on and see where we're going to end up. And that is it for today. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!